Hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well let's learn English together. All right, now today I'd like you to cast your minds back a couple of weeks to the time before the Mega Revision Part 2.
Before the Mega Revision Part 2.
So, do you all remember when Mary and Elizabeth Benchfield went shopping? They were looking for some new shoes for Lizzie, weren't they? Yes, that's right. And the shop assistant showed Lizzie a pair of blue shoes that she really liked. But there was a small problem, wasn't there? Do you all remember what the problem was? That's correct. Mary wanted to pay with a credit card, didn't she? But the shop didn't accept credit cards. The shoe shop only deals in cash. The shoes cost £34.50, and when Mary looked in her purse, she found that she only had £27 in cash. The shoes were £34.50 and she had £27. Now, we all remember that it wasn't a big problem. The shop assistant kept the shoes for them. The shop assistant wrote a note for the other shop assistants to let them know that Mary and Lizzie would be coming back the next day to collect the shoes. Mary and Lizzie went back to the shoe shop the next day and paid for the shoes. But let's go back to the day before. Let's go back to when Mary discovered that she didn't have enough money. Let's have a look at that. Now, the word that we're going to concentrate on is the word enough. We use this word in English to talk about situations where we have as much as we need or where we don't have as much as we need. If a t-shirt costs £10 and I've got £5, then I don't have enough money to buy the t-shirt. If I have £10 or more, if I've got £11 or £12 or £2,341, then I've got enough money to buy the t-shirt. So, as we can see from that picture, if the t-shirt costs £10 and I have at least £10, then I've got enough money to buy the t-shirt. It doesn't matter if I've got £10 or £11 or £12 or £56,321. £10 is the price of the t-shirt, and if I have £10 or more, then I've got enough money to buy the t-shirt. If, however, I have less than £10, perhaps I've got £6 or £7.56 or £9.86. The amount of money that I've got isn't important, but the fact that my money is less than the price of the t-shirt means that I don't have enough money to buy the t-shirt. If you want to print a document from your computer, you can only print the document if there is enough ink in the printer. If the printer doesn't have enough ink, it can't print your document. So, the first way that we use enough is the way we've just seen. We use enough plus noun. Now, who remembers what a noun is? I know. That's a daft question. You all remember, I'm sure. But just to make sure, a noun is a word which tells us what something is. It's the name we give something. Leopard is a noun. So is uncle and money and chicken. These are all nouns. They tell people what we're talking about. So, in the examples above, we used enough plus the noun money. But we could also use enough with another noun. If we want to play football, but we only have 7 people, then we don't have enough people to make 2 teams. All right, so when we use enough in a sentence with a noun, we know that enough comes before the noun. The noun follows enough. Just think about the sentences we just heard. Enough people, enough flour, and enough time. Good. Now, things change slightly if we want to use enough with an adjective. First of all, who remembers what an adjective is? I know, you all do. Adjectives, as I'm sure you all remember, are words we use to give more information about nouns. We can use adjectives to make our sentences more interesting and colourful. And we can also use adjectives to make it easier for someone to understand what we're talking about. I don't just drive a car. I drive a brown and green two-door sports car with a sunroof, for example. Okay, so we all remember what adjectives are. An example of an adjective could be a colour, like brown or green or pink or purple or orange. We also know that words like tall, short, fat, thin, old and young are adjectives. Also, words like stupid, funny, mad, drunk and happy. All of these words are adjectives. Banana is not an adjective. Banana is a noun. It's a word which communicates what something is. Okay, now back to enough. When we use enough with nouns, we follow enough with the noun. But when we use enough with adjectives, then we put the adjective first and follow it with enough. Like this. Today is my 18th birthday. Now I'm old enough to drink alcohol legally. Did you see that? We say old enough, not enough old. When we use enough with an adjective, we need to remember that the adjective comes first and is followed by enough. When we use enough with a noun, then enough comes first and is followed by the noun. Have a look at these sentences and decide if they're correct or not. If they're not correct, if they're wrong, if they're incorrect, correct them, make them right. As usual, let's do the first one together, okay? Number 1, your clothes are in a terrible state. Why don't you buy some new clothes? You've got money enough. Okay, so what do we think? Was that sentence correct? Were the parts of the sentence connected to enough in the right places? Well, let's think about it. The sentence uses the word money. Okay, and what part of speech is the word money? Is it a verb? No. Is it an adverb? No. Is it a preposition? No. Is it an adjective? No. Is it a pronoun? You know, a word like it, he or she, a word we can use to replace a noun. No, but we're getting warmer, aren't we? The word money is a noun, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. Okay, so now that we all know that the word money is a noun, what does that mean for the example sentence? Well, what did I just tell you about the way we use enough in combination with nouns? That's right, Captain Pineapple. When we use enough with a noun, we put enough first and follow it with the noun. So the sentence should feature the words enough money. Does the sentence have the words enough money? No. The example sentence features the combination of words money enough, which is wrong. In the example sentence, the example is wrong. The word money comes before enough, and that's wrong. When we use enough with nouns, the word enough goes first and then the noun follows. Okay, so what's the correct version then? You there, yes, you. The woman with the silly space dress. Go on then, we're all listening.
Go for hyperspace!
No. No. That's not right at all. Are you sure that you understand what you have to do? I asked all of you what the correct version should be when we're using the word enough with the noun money in a sentence. I didn't say anything about hyperspace. Why would I say anything about hyperspace? You're a little bit strange, aren't you? Maybe you were dropped on your head when you were young. I don't know. Anyway, we'll try and forget hyperspace, shall we? Let's just get on with the lesson, okay? So, who knows the correct form? You there, the sweaty shopkeeper.
Enough money.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Correct. Well done, sweaty shopkeeper. Great work. Have another biscuit as a reward. Yes, so, you all heard that, didn't you? Enough money. We're using the word enough with a noun, and that means that we start with enough and follow it with the noun. In this sentence, the noun was money, but it's the same situation with any noun. Enough milk, enough chicken, enough pork, enough jalapenos, enough players, enough petrol, enough oxygen. Do you see? It doesn't matter what the noun is. When we're using a noun with enough, then the noun always follows enough. Okay, now see whether the rest of them are correct or incorrect. See if they're right or wrong. Number 2, we've got enough bread to make sandwiches for the picnic. Number 3, is there enough salt in the stew? Number 4, the DJ didn't bring music enough, so we danced to the same 2 songs all night long. Okay, so how did you get on? They were pretty easy, weren't they? Was there anything tricky about those sentences? There was, wasn't there? Did you notice? A couple of the sentences were negative, weren't they? And there was one which was a question. But did that cause you any problems? No, of course not. You all noticed that when we made a sentence using a question, the form we use for enough plus noun is the same as when we make a positive sentence. And when we use the combination enough plus noun in the negative sentences, again, the form remains the same. Nothing changes. Okay, so back to the original task. Which ones were correct and which ones were incorrect? Well, the first one talks about enough bread. Okay, well, is bread an adjective or a noun? It's a noun, isn't it? Yes. Okay, and what does that mean? Well, that means, as we all remember, that enough goes before the noun. The noun follows enough. Okay, and is that what happened here? Yes, enough bread. Enough followed by the noun. This one is correct. Great! On to the next one. Okay, now this is the one with the question, but that's not important, as we know. So, in this question, we're talking about enough salt. Okay, and is salt an adjective or a noun? It's a noun, isn't it? Yes. So, is the form correct? Yes, the form is perfect. Enough plus noun. Enough followed by a noun. Enough salt. Correct. Next. Okay, so this one also involves a negative, doesn't it? The DJ didn't. There's the not. Okay, but as we know, this doesn't affect the enough plus noun combination. There is no effect on the enough plus noun combination. Okay, so is the sentence correct or incorrect? Yes, that's right. It's incorrect, isn't it? We're using enough and what? Well, the word is music. And what part of speech is music? It's a noun, isn't it? Yes, and that means, yes, right again. That means that the noun should follow enough. But in this sentence, enough follows the noun. That's no good, is it? No. The correct form is this. The DJ didn't bring enough music, so we danced to the same 2 songs all night long. Great, and on we go. Oh no, we're out of time. Oh, floppy disks. Oh well, never mind. There's no point in crying over spilt milk now, is there? All right, well, we're done for the afternoon, but don't worry. We'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. I'll see you all later, and remember, www.m5tv.hu. See you later. Bye.